Okay, our line. We'll see how long this goes. Like I said, the battery is already starting to show where I can see it. It's gone down since I turned it on just a while ago. So, this isn't going to last long at all. But I thought I would see how long it lasts. What time is it? 10 till 9. God, that's right. It looks like it might snow. Since I have the laptop, I'll go outside. Watch the big dog. But he's chained up. There's my puppy. I leave him like that for a while because he's so muddy and so dirty. And it gives him a chance to dry off a little bit. Ain't it, puppy? And there she is, my God. And dude, it's asleep. Okay, let's go see her outside. I should put on shoes, but oh. It might snow. Hey, Forever Love, what's up? It might snow, I don't know. There's my neighbors. I got lights. I have more stuff to put up. We'll tack it to the front there. You can kind of see it. Yeah, it might snow. Yeah, those are my neighbors. Trash day today. They have their lights up. It's wet. You can hear it. But it might rain. Snow. Rain. But I'm going to go out to the country and throw some hay out for the horses. Yeah, it is. Let me make this bigger so I can see what's going on. I can't see. This too. Dun, 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 dun. I'll share a screen. All right, where am I at? What am I doing? I'm going to be a little bit careful today. Do I need... Oops, okay. Ah, crap. Okay. Let me see if I can pull something out. Oh, this is going to suck the battery out so fast. It is. It's going to suck the battery out. Okay. Where is my history? History. There we go. I am taking I went to Paris today. I can't find it though. I was doing a walking tour of Paris, and it should be in my history, but it isn't. Because it's on there right now on the big TV. I am in Paris right now. Virtually. And I was going to share it, but I can't. Oh my goodness, that battery is down to almost half. already. It's already down to almost half. Yes. It was a walking tour of Paris. And apparently it's not in my history. I don't know how. Maybe if I get out of it, it will come back on. No. Well, history is odd. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. Mm-hmm. Let me make the text bigger so I can see it a little bit. Oh, no wonder it's like 80%. No wonder I can't see. There we go. Bring it on up to 100. See what's going on. But yeah, I like the walking tours. I like to go to Pompeii. I like to go to Paris. Who else do I like to go to? Oh, I like to go to odd um, Southeast Asian countries. You know, not that Indonesia is like that odd, but places like that. Hmm. Let me see if I can find one. But those are fun. Let's see if I can find the one that I was looking at. Ooh, Paris by Night. This one was live though. Is this it? Yeah. This must be it. This is it. This is live. Well, after the commercial, it will be live. Hold on. Mm-hmm. If I can't go there for real, I can go there virtually. As soon as I get through with the commercial. There. This is live. What time is it in Paris? It's almost 4 o'clock in Paris. In the evening, in the afternoon. Hmm. It looks relatively civilized. Anna, is that what they have in Paris are pickpockets? But I do. I like going to do these and see what it looks like here and there.
Bonjour, élection législative d'un quartier, s'il vous plaît.
I have to make it big. There we go.
Dimanche, monsieur.
Boy, they look like normal people. Where's all the high fashion? And I think this is Fashion Week. I like looking at Paris apartments. I used to watch Cash Jordan. He used to do New York apartment tours, quirky little New York apartment tours. I never thought of looking at that underwater because I don't know how to swim. I mean, really, I don't. So that would be an interesting way to go down. Let me get some more coffee. This is what I have started putting in my coffee because it's chocolate. And they have all kinds of flavors. Like this is decadent dark mint. Hold on, let me not touch this spot. But they have all these, stay fresh things. So I have to cut it off. Can't open it up. Okay, it's like this with squares like that, and the square is 100 milligrams. That's interesting. But they have chocolate mint. They have cookies and cream. They have got all kinds of flavors. But the mint is pretty good. I'm so glad it's legal. But they used to have ice cream at one of the stores. So I would go on their 20% off day and go get some ice cream and put a little tiny scoop in my coffee with that. Because it was kind of expensive. It was like almost $30 for like one of the small ones, like about like that. Where are we going now? Oh, it was. It was really good. And it was, well, I had to hold myself back because, I mean, it tasted good. It was really good ice cream. But, I was going to stretch it out. But it seems like things like that don't last very long. It's like they make a batch, or maybe they are a company and they make like that thing for a while, and then you don't ever see it again. So I think there were a lot of companies, when it became legal, that just sprang up. Like I said, everybody that had grown weed in their closet opened a shop. So now it's really getting tight. And so a lot of places closed this month. Or no, in November. It is, it's already December. Oh, God, here's my tree. Here's my pepper-proof tree. But it's supposed to, I'm gonna have to look for an extension cord and plug it in. And it's got a topper somewhere. It says this is the topper. But please don't throw away. I haven't really looked at it, kind of gave it to me. Oh! It's a star. I should put it in there. Yeah, let's go. All right, hold on. I think there are tiny little light bulbs in here somewhere. There is a tiny little light bulb. God, all the instructions are worn away. With plastic tube, light cord with bulb. I don't think English is their first language. Well, that was it. No, I think it might just be Wilson. Oh, I thought. You can't see. No, that's not a light bulb. Anyway, so there is a topper. So as soon as I find an extension cord, plug it in.
C'est en mode naturaliste.
Break it. Now, surely. That must be where it goes. Yeah, there it goes. It's kind of wobbly, but there it goes. It is a little bit wobbly. But, oh well, there it goes. And I might push my luck with a little teeny tiny nativity. I have several in my Christmas crap. I had to pull this carpet up. Pepper was tearing the crap out of it. Merry Christmas. So I still have some things that I can do. Wow. It's over halfway gone. But after I have some coffee, I'm going to go throw a bale of hay out for the horses. In case it does snow. I was so impressed. Like when I did go to Vienna with William, his German language, I would wander around and I went to the train station and I was just so awestruck that there were signs for Budapest and Paris, just like there are street signs for Tulsa and Frisco. It just blew me away. I told William, I said, we can go eat lunch in Paris, baby. What do you think? And he just like, no, Mom. But I was impressed. It might have been difficult since I don't speak French. But, details. Hey, Stats, what's up? We're going to Paris today. Oh, Anna, Cyber Monday. If I had money, I would go spend it, I'm sure. But yeah, Cyber Monday, Black Friday. I think stores are going to be on sale because I think they're going to be hurting for money. Because everybody's broke. So I hope they're going to be all kinds of sales. But I should look for a laptop somewhere. Yeah, Paris. Like I said. Oh, crap. Okay, hold on. No, let's not do that. Cyber Monday. Okay. But they're just normal people in normal clothes walking around. Like I said, it's not like high fashion week. But I love the architecture. Well, when I was in Vienna, I would walk around all day. Because that was all I could afford to do. And I found out that behind a lot of the doors, like this one that's coming up, there are courtyards behind it with, well, sometimes they're houses, but sometimes they're stores. And one time I found a museum of furniture from the Royal Palace in Vienna. It was just behind one of those doors. I just kind of walked in there, and there was a sign for a museum. But that was so cool to go back in there and have all sorts of courtyards that you don't even see. And people were very nice. I was trying to find a restaurant, a cafe to eat in, and yeah. So I went into a place and I thought it was a cafe, but it wasn't. It was more like a pub kind of thing. And I was trying to ask where there was like a cafe or a restaurant or someplace like that known how to speak German. And he thought I was homeless or something. Anyway, he made a sandwich and brought it out to me and just gave it to me. And I didn't know what to do. It was nice. I didn't know how to explain to him that no, I wasn't paying for food. I was trying to find a McDonald's. But I thought that's how nice people were. But yeah, I like going to Pompeii too. Oh, in Italy. During COVID, this guy, Davio. Anyway, I found him. They were doing €1 houses in Italy. Well, in Japan, they were giving them away. They were cheap, but still. And so he was doing food of the €1 houses. And those were interesting because they were damaged probably by an earthquake, some of them, a lot of them. But they were still just so old. They hadn't been renovated. It looks like almost hard to ever. They were pretty isolated villages. I guess that's why they were just done. But someday I might go back and see. There were a lot of investors that wanted to make them rental B&B kind of things. So I'm curious about what some of them look like. But that was interesting to go walk around some of those little towns with him and find some of those old houses and check inside because they weren't all €1. Some of them were like, I don't know, 100. Those were the better ones that had walls. Base the Ace, are you in here somewhere? Yes, there you are. Like I said, I'm blind if I miss somebody. Yes, I know. Well, I don't know Adam the Woo personally, but I have been subscribed to his channel. He goes everywhere. I think that would be so fun. What I've thought about doing, somebody's already beat me to it. They went to, I didn't watch it, almost abandoned ghost towns in Oklahoma, and there are so many of them. And I know where they are. I thought about that. Or haunted places. God, there's a lot of haunted places. Or just another idea I had was like these towns are really old. And a lot of them have put up new fronts, and kind of updated the front. But none of them really update the alleys and the back roads, And so a lot of the backs of the buildings on the alleys still look like frontier times. They have that old rock and bars on the windows. So I thought about that, going down the alleys and showing what they used to look like. Because some of the fronts are still, kind of interesting, but a lot of them have new facades. But the back alleys don't. You can still see the old parts in the back alleys. Oh, you met him in person? I'm impressed. I really am. He's like YouTube famous. Influencers. Went to Italy. Well, I guess COVID's over. People can go places now. Uh-oh. Battery warning. It's been how long? Does it show? Not even an hour, I don't think. Yes, I should look at Cyber Monday and look for another. And it's hot. There's no blockage to the ventilation. I've got it. I'm holding it up, and it's hot underneath. But the guy that I asked, Mogi, about repairing it, and he said that it would cost almost as much to get another one. But he recommended using my PayPal and break it up into payments, which I might do. Because they should all be going on sale right now. And it's so diverse. I mean, well, like here, it seems like I've seen reaction videos, where people are amazed at how big America is, like Texas. They'll be amazed at, like, you can drive all day long and still be in Texas. But you drive all day long in Europe, you're in a totally different country, a totally different language, totally different culture. And they're all kind of compacted in there together. And China, I like looking at China because it's always been kind of isolated. And India is interesting. Like, the women, it seems like in the mountains, rural areas, they're more covered up, like they're Muslim, and they wear the veils and everything out in the country. But when you get to towns, they're a lot looser, and they just walk around barefaced and just wearing, not Western clothes, but they seem to be a lot more in public. There are not many women in public, like in the markets, in the rural areas, in the small towns. But in the cities, there are women out and about. I should have gone. But I mean, I had enough of trouble just going where I went. Almost didn't make it back as it was. No telling what would have happened if I tried to take off cross country. I went to during the wedding, they had the makeover thing, just the next town over. It was like 5 minutes away. And I got lost and turned around and ended up like heading. I started seeing signs for Missouri. So I probably, just as well, I didn't take off cross country in Europe. Like I said, I almost didn't make it back as it was. Let me try and make. I still can't see it. Make it up to 110. No, because then I have to lose number. Then I can't watch the street. Let's just go down to 100. Oh, but anyway, when I was watching Davio do the Italian €1 houses, I was having an argument with my sister because she was like, "Oh God, they're digging trenches and throwing bodies in, because of COVID." And I said, "I don't believe it." And then I thought about this guy, and I showed her. I said, "No, this guy is out in the middle of it. They kind of got masked,
Score big savings
but
and watch live
they were
NFL
not
games this season.
throwing
New
bodies
users pay just $72.99 monthly for the first 3 months of
because there
YouTube
were so
TV.
many.
Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel
Skip.
anytime.
Okay. So that's what I believe. I believe somebody that was there walking around instead of fake news showing sensationalized things. Because they were walking around like normal people with masks. And I did not see any bulldozers bulldozing mounds of bodies into open ditches. So these are what I trust. I trust street news. I have a book somewhere. Eros in Pompeii. But the Tulsa Library used to have a book sale. I mean, it looked like, the Matrix where they show all those levels of people in their pods, it looked like that because you got to go into their big archive library basement kind of storage place. I mean, it was like stories high. And they would have a book sale. Anyway, I snagged it, I saw it, and I like Pompeii. And I almost snatched it out of the hand of a man that I could tell was a book dealer. I mean, everybody's got to make a living. But yeah, he almost got it, but I got it. And it's over there somewhere. But it's all the erotic art that they don't show the tourists. I'll find it and show it next time I charge up the laptop. Because I've got to figure out something to do with the camera. It's not here. My Culpeppers. It must be back in the office. I've got a bookcase in the office. Well, I've got some in the garage. I ran out of room. I hope it isn't in there. Anyway, it's an interesting book. That I can't find. But I will. I will show you because it is an interesting book. I should come back and read for a while. After I feed the horses some hay. And my sister wants to come to town. I was mad at her. I'm still kind of mad at her, but she's still my sister. Like it or not. Oh, that'd be fun. Base to Ace, if you could come on up. I mean, because all I do is just talk. We don't do much. Sometimes it gets, deep. But it just depends.
Profite bien.
I thought I put one up there. Did I put that? I might not have put it. But yeah, that's all we do is just sit around and talk. I might not have put the little link out. I tried.
Donc, faut citer des mots.
De mon région.
I expect croissants. Well, I think that might be all of it. I remember the sidewalk cafe and the bicycles with the green baskets. Oh, golly, I have been looking at those too. Hold on. Like in China? Where's my guitar? Let's see. Chinese airport pod. Oops. Oops. Pod. Sleeping pod. Now these are kind of cool. Uh-oh, my battery is running low. I might want to plug in my PC. It won't help. I know it won't help. All right, let me do some of these pods real quick before it just completely just quits. I think those are interesting. An airport in China. First one will be a commercial.
I thought traveling to Sydney was going to be impossibly expensive, but I really wanted to keep the cold and more warm this year.
They're kind of cool. I mean, I would have been so grateful so many times for that. Just to be able to sit down and just rest. But usually I had to run back and forth from one side to the other. In a Chinese sleep pod. See, that's the thing when I make it big enough to see, it makes it too big. Show it. That didn't look good. Plus, they have the buses that have sleepers in them. Sleeping pods. Now, I want to look at one of these. Sleep. Okay. $6. Okay, $6.
Today we're comparing the 7 best capsule hotels in Tokyo, Japan, from the cheapest of $6 a night to the most expensive of $350 a night. And right now we're arriving to the cheapest capsule being just $6 a night, which although being cheap is also one of the top ranked capsules in all of Japan because of the 4 floors of amenities included in the price. With, for example, on floor number 1 having a full-on Japanese spa with having 3